Unit 5, Standard 6. This is the Level 4 video. And in Level 4, the main difference is the equation that they give us is no longer going to be in slope-intercept form. We have to actually put it in slope-intercept form before we are able to write our equation. That's the difference between a Level 3 and a Level 4. So an example would be writing an equation of a line that's parallel and perpendicular to the given line through the given point. And again, you guys can leave this in point slope form. I showed you in the last video how to change it over to slope intercept form, but I want to reiterate to you that that is not a necessity. It's just something that I am showing you. So to write an equation for a line that's parallel and perpendicular, remember we had 3 steps in level 3. We had to first find the original slope. And that's true in this one as well. But before we are able to find that original slope, we have to get y by itself. Okay, so I'm going to first take my 3x plus 4y equals 32, and I'm going to get y by itself. 3x plus 4y equals 32. And remember, in order to get y by itself, I have to first subtract 3x from both sides, which leaves me with 4y on the left equals negative 3x plus 32. And then we divide by 4, not only once on the left side, but we have to do it to each term on the right side. So that leaves me with y equals negative 3 over 4x plus 32 divided by 4 gives me 8. So I got y all by itself, which means that my slope is negative 3/4. That's my original slope. So my original slope is negative 3/4. Just like in level 3 now, we can write our parallel slope, which should be the same thing, negative 3/4. And now we can actually write our equation. So our equation is going to go through this point. This is my x coordinate and my y coordinate, and it will use this point. We will be using point slope form equation. So I'm going to write that out again for you. Y minus the y coordinate equals mx minus the x coordinate. So let's write our equation. Y minus my y coordinate, which is negative 1. Notice that means that I now have 2 subtraction signs next to each other, equals my slope, negative 3/4, parentheses, x minus my x coordinate, which is 8. That minus a negative, we know that that really changes to plus a positive. So if you wanted to, you could rewrite that with just one positive. So y plus 1 equals negative 3/4 parentheses x minus 8. So let's take a look and remind ourselves how I would put that into Go Formative. So here's the equation, the problem, and it would be y and then plus sign. We have to press shift and the equals key. So plus 1 equals negative 3 and then the / button, that's the question mark, over 4. And it's written now as a fraction. And remember, to get out of the fraction, we have to press the right arrow key, parentheses, x minus 8, close parentheses. Let's do what this equation would be if it was going through with perpendicular. So the perpendicular slope, it was negative. That means that my perpendicular slope will be positive. And 3 over 4 will flip upside down and become 4 over 3. So this is my slope. Let's write our equation. Y minus my y coordinate, which is -1, equals my slope, 4/3, then parentheses, x minus my x coordinate, which is 8. Again, we can rewrite this so that the minus and negative would change to plus a positive. So y plus 1 equals 4/3 parentheses x minus 8.